here in the city of Minneapolis. There's no other city in the world that has three choices for cable television. We want to make Minneapolis the very first. To drive competition, to drive prices down, and to help the consumers. We are ready to do it today, and we now need the city of Minneapolis to think that's a good idea along with us, and to allow us to come in technically. Minneapolis had some great forethought here recently by lowering the bar, so to speak, as what the requirement was to actually get a cable television franchise. And before you had to have 100% coverage of the entire city. Then they lowered that to 15%. By lowering that to 15%, it allowed companies like US Internet to be able to start doing that service today, because we cover way more than 15% of the market. And so we're going to deliver this technology using our existing wireless network, our TDM network, and also our fiber network. So we have three ways to get cable television to everyone's homes. We're technically ready to do this starting today, and we're really looking forward to driving prices down. So I think this brings a lot of good news to people that live in Minneapolis. One thing you find in duopolies, when you have two 700-pound gorillas competing with each other, that they don't really lower the rates that much. They don't really go to war with each other. They really play aggressive patty cake. But by allowing David to go fight these two Goliaths, it's really going to change everything happening here in Minneapolis when it comes to cable television. We will continue to support over-the-top networks. We believe that legacy or cable is going out eventually, but there is going to be a bridge between people using cable where they're at today and getting things like Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and things like that in the future. We will support both initiatives. Not only will we tell you about cord cutting, we'll teach you how to do it. Not only if you don't want to cut the cord, we'll hopefully provide you cable. We'll do everything we can to help people technically move along this information superhighway. We've been doing this now for 20 years, and we continue to be a leader in this space. And we're from here. The good news about this, if you use us, you can get on your bicycle and ride your bike over to the CEO of the cable company and give your complaint there. We are from here, our people are from here, everybody's from here, and we were founded here. I'd like to bring up Councilmember Johnson and say a few words, and I'll be happy to answer questions here for you guys.
Height adjust this a little bit. Hi everyone, my name is Andrew Johnson. I'm a council member for Ward 12, and I'm excited by this announcement today that we're seeing increased competition and another provider throw their hat into the ring. At the end of the day, this means that we're going to see lower prices available for our residents for cable service. At the same time, we're also going to hopefully see even more interest in investing right here in Minneapolis, and hopefully this will play very well and will help bolster your efforts and investment in fiber optic internet and upgrading wireless internet as well. So this is great to see. And actually thinking back to the meeting on Friday, when this point about setting the bar at 15% entry in order to have a cable franchise that came into play, one of the things that we pointed out was that it only enables more vendors to meet that threshold. It makes it easier for others to enter the marketplace. Today, less than a week later, we're seeing that with this announcement. And who knows, maybe we'll have a fourth or a fifth party interested as well in providing cable service to our residents. But ultimately, at the end of the day, this is good news for residents because increased competition is going to help drive down those prices. I also want to say in general, we're very excited about this interest in the city as we work to make it easier to do business here. The mayor announced her Business Made Simple initiative, and I see this playing very well with that, or being a part of that continuation of those efforts to try to encourage businesses and entrepreneurs to be successful in our city, to grow in our city. And that's what we've seen so far from the USI with their internet service. They have grown in the city, have continued to make investments. We want to make it even easier for them and all other providers to do that, and provide great service to our residents. Thank you. And with that, I'm joined by a couple other council members. Do either of you want to?
Oh, you said it well. Thank you.
You said it well, man.
Does anyone have any questions?
I'm sorry,
This is Joe Kaufman, and I'm the co-founder and co-CEO of U.S. Internet Corporation.
So, what is your penetration right now?
Well, from a wireless standpoint, we're almost at 100%. We can deliver this technology in certain areas of the city wireless. From a TDM standpoint, which is a different type of wireless, being faster, it probably get us closer to 50%. From a fiber standpoint, we're close to, by the end of this summer, we'll be at from about 30% of all the households in Minneapolis. So we're well past the 15% mark currently as we sit here today.
Is there a plan to expand the fiber?
Yes, our expansion plan is really to just kind of use Minneapolis as the hub and grow out from there to start working on towns like St. Louis Park, Edina, Richfield, Golden Valley, and just keep St. Paul and just kind of keep expanding out. We're not just going to be doing Minneapolis. We're going to be spending hundreds of millions of dollars here in the next few years bringing this technology and our company's footprint throughout the whole metro.
What is your price point?
Traditionally, for 20 years now, our price point has always been less. We've also tried our best to deliver the best customer service because we never had hundreds of millions of dollars to hire a celebrity spokesperson or to train a lizard or a duck to speak for us. We always had to have the best product, best price, best customer service, and kind of do business the old-fashioned way. Just get up every day, put on your big boy pants, and go out and hit it. And that's what we're going to continue to do. So I think there would be no question that will be cheaper. We think that we can deliver a la carte cable in certain areas. We're not sure exactly which areas those are going to be yet, but it's definitely on the table. I don't like, if you look at our model now, right? We don't have contracts. We don't have huge setup fees. We don't lock you in. Our two competitors, that's all they want to do. They want to lock you in forever. They want to have all kinds of crazy stuff in their contracts. We want to be able to get to the market, not have contracts, not have these huge bundle crazy things with 100,000 rules on how to get free HBO and stuff like that. We don't want to make it complicated. So I'm a big believer of buying what you want. I mean, when's the last time you went to a buffet? Did they force you to eat everything at the buffet? Absolutely not. I don't think that should be that way with your providers either. So. Well, it won't take us. We've started some conversations saying we want to do it. Now they just need to decide if they would like to have a third player, or fourth, or fifth player come. As far as the qualification, the application is just a couple of pages long. We already have it filled out and ready to turn in. So from the time the city says we're ready to do it, about 6 seconds later, that application will be on their desk. So we're ready to start this now. Would you like? Okay, come on in. Councilmember. Good to see you. Thank you.
First off, thanks to USI as well as Councilmember Johnson for really laying the groundwork. Clearly, the floodgates have opened in terms of providers. We now have 3 that are entering the Twin Cities, and I've talked to quite a few people who have already mentioned that as soon as these additional services become available, they're going to start negotiating, and that's exactly what we should do. We want competition. We want people to be able to negotiate the terms of their contracts or lack thereof when they ultimately choose a provider. You do that with a house, you do that when you buy a ring or you buy a car, and you should be able to shop around just the same with cable and internet service. So, thanks to all the work that's been done. I think this will be a wonderful attraction as well for new millennial talent that we hope to have move to the city.
Someone who's been a regular cable subscriber, cable solar.
Sure.
I mean, what is giving any program limits? I mean, you know,
Well,
all the channels out there, you know, percentage, what would my package look like?
Great question. It just depends on what you want. You talked about cutting the cable or cutting the cord. We can do that now, meaning that we can provide you non-linear television, meaning things like Hulu, Amazon Prime, Netflix, Apple TV, and over-the-air technology, and not having cable anymore. Or, if you don't want to go down that route, we plan on providing exactly what Comcast is doing now. You know, everything from Showtime, HBO, ESPN, Discovery Channel, and the whole gamut. Since we don't have a huge management architect, tree, there's one level of management in the entire company. That's how flat we are. We don't have the overhead that these guys do, so we plan on being very competitive when it comes to pricing. And so our goal is to actually save you a significant amount of money, not have you sign a long-term contract, and just get up every day and earn your business, not lock you into having you to do business with us.
So again, finally, you're saying you guys don't have to bring any coaxial cable. You've already got the infrastructure.
Correct. We're absolutely. We're ready to go. We can go this afternoon. So.
How far out are you willing to wait to get a franchise?
Well, we're not going anywhere. We've been here for 20 years, so really it's up to the city.
Do you have a timeline?
Well, no, we don't have a timeline. We're set and ready to go today. It's really now up to the city on when they want to see a third provider, or fourth or fifth. But we're, an infrastructure standpoint, we can deliver now. Any other questions? Well, thank you so much for coming. I truly appreciate it. Have a great day.